नमस्कार पढ़िबा जानिबा और जिनिबार कार्यक्रम टार्गेट लेट्स लर्न इंग्लिश को आपन को स्वागत। नॉर्मली आमे इंग्लिश कहिला बेले बा लेखिला बेले अनेक प्रेपोजिशंस यूज करिताउ ए जेमती इन ऑन एट अबव बिटवीन एटसेट्रा एटसेट्रा आ ए प्रेपोजिशंस दुईटी नाउन रो संपर्क बा रिलेशन को बुझाई थाए। फॉर एग्जांपल द बुक इज ऑन द टेबल एठी बुक आउट टेबल दुईटी नाउन ऑन होची प्रेपोजिशन आउ एथ्रु बुझी हे जाउची जे बहीटी टेबल उपरे अछि। ताहले चलंतु एई सब सेंटेंस गढ़िबा पई प्रेपोजिशंस को आमे केमिति भलरे यूज करि नबा बुझि नबा अली सर कठारु।
Hello my dear viewers, I am back again with a new lesson today. Aji ame preposition पढ़िबा। Preposition कौन? Preposition is a very small word like at, in, of, from, above, across, between. There are about 100 prepositions. किंतु आमे सबू डिस्कस एटी करि परिबेनी। आमे basically the prepositions which are in use when we talk in day to day use, we will use that. We will see different aspects of it. And like what is preposition first of all? Preposition ta kaun? Preposition, roughly we can say, preposition tells about relationship between two things, two nouns. Like for example, I am telling you, suppose the book. Book is one thing and table is another thing. When I say the book is on the table, बुझियाला जे बहिटा एठी अछि। The moment I say, देखंतु, book, our table remains the same. When I say the book is above the table, एटा बही table रे लागी नहीं. Somewhere else, it may be you can say the book is in the drawer. ता माने drawer भितरे. Likewise, prepositions tells about the relationship between two nouns. Like the book is on the table, or the book is in the drawer, the sun is above our head, or the bird flew over our head. So these all are, prepositions. Now we are going to discuss about some very common prepositions which we use in everyday life. So that way I am use koru. Like across, along. Across, along भितर सदा बेले गोटे confusion रहे कौन? Across the road हुए, along the road भी हुए. दीटा जाको right. किंतु meaning change हबो. Across the road in the sense, घरो सामने रे suppose there is a road. Across the road means just the other side of the road. You can say the dog ran across the road means one side of the road to the other. You can say the mill across the road disturbs my sleep. That is the meaning of across, just the other side of the road. But along means one end of the road to the other end. Like the dog ran along the road. We walked along the road. Mane road uppore chalibata. Taking a stroll, that is along. And another thing with it is through. Through is what something is all around you, you are pushing your way through. See, like I tell you, Anu, suppose a girl is walking, there is a crowd. You can say, Anu pushed her way through the crowd. Or Abhishek went through the forest. That means all around trees were there, between. That is called through. Across, along, then through. Then comes our among and between. Among and between is between when we are talking about two things, and more than two we use among. Like suppose something to be distributed, you say distribute these sweets between Sweta and Swasti. They are two friends or two sisters. So because two persons are there, we are using between. If it is a whole class, we will have to use among. That distribute the sweet among the students in the class. That means it is more than two. Two between, more than two among. Similarly, next comes beside, besides. This is very commonly used, and people, students and all commit mistake if they do not know exactly the addition of s, meaning is totally different. Pura meaning change ho jaye. Beside mane kaun? Beside, just by the side of. You can say that Om is sitting beside his sister. Om is sitting beside his sister. Okay, just by the side of. There is a banyan tree beside my house. He is sitting beside the minister. That means just by the side of. But when we talk about besides, we are adding s, besides. Besides means totally the meaning is different. Okay, in addition it is vyattito. Like there are two persons. Okay, like you can say, besides inviting his relatives, Vaibhav invited his friends. That means here he first invited, not only invited his relatives, but his friends. That means you can say besides inviting his relatives, Vaibhav invited his friends. That is besides. Beside, besides. Then comes our in and within. See, in and within in case of time. Different uses of in is there. I am coming to it later. In and within. In indicates completion of that time. In an hour, within an hour, both are right. But you can say, I can reach the aerodrome in an hour. That means it will take exactly 60 minutes. But if within an hour, you may take 50 minutes, 55 minutes. So likewise. So whenever you have more exactly 60 minutes, you say that in an hour. Within an hour in the sense maybe 50 minutes, 55 minutes, 58 minutes, anything.
ब्रेक पर स्वागत टार्गेट लेट्स लर्न इंग्लिश कार्यक्रम को प्रेपोजिशन रो यूज विषय अनेक किछि टिप्स हमको अली सर दे देले कोठी यूज हबो इन कोठी यूज हबो विद इन कोठी यूज हबो प्रेपोजिशन बाय तो कोठी केवल विथ चलंतु आमे डिस्कशन गोटे एग्जांपल आरंभ करबा मने करंतु अच्छा मु कहीं कहबी चलंतु सुनिबा ए गोटे एग्जांपल अली सर को ठारू
Then comes your by and with. See, by and with are used. You have to think about the agent here. Agent in the sense a work is done, who has done it or with what it has been done. Like the snake was killed by Abhishek. The snake was killed by Abhishek. Okay, because here Abhishek is a person, so you're using by. But the snake was killed with a stick. Because stick is not a person, it is a thing. Okay? Next, let's see. And one more thing I am telling you about the previous thing. Wherever agent is a person, it is by. Whenever agent is a thing, it is with. But apart from that also some exceptional cases are there. Very exceptional cases. In those cases, even though agent is not a person, we use by. Like for example, it is 7 o'clock by my watch. Not in or something. Ghontare 7টা বাজিছে আমি রে যেতেବେଳେ यूज কरू সাধারণত আমি সেটাও in यूज कर दूं কিন্তু এটি it is 7 o'clock by my watch. Not in. These are the exceptional, a few more exceptional cases are there. I will come to it whenever it's possible. And then after and in. After and in is used in case of time, completion of time it is. মানে সে সময়টা যেটা আমি কথার্থ হচ্ছে সে সময়টা সরি যাইছি কিন্তু when it is past we use after. When it is future we talk about in. Like for example, somebody had taken my book. Okay. So I can say, Sambit returned my book after a week. Returned, you see, past tense. Sambit returned my book after a week. And when the same thing I'm going to tell in future, I shall return his book in a week or in a month, because it is in future. Okay. Then comes here, for and since. For and since, see, very interestingly you will come across for and since. For is a period of time, since is a point of time. What is a point of time and what is a period of time, you must know. Point of time ta exact time he pare. Since 1 o'clock, since 2 o'clock, like he has been playing since 2 o'clock, since 3 o'clock. Or day he pare, since Sunday, since Monday. Date he pare, since 1st of this month, since 2nd of this month. Likewise. And for is a period of time. Period of time in the sense, like for many days, for some time, likewise. No specific time, no point of time. So, one more thing you have to know, that sometimes you know for is a period of time, since is a point of time, students get confused. How? Suppose the sentence is, he has been sick dash 4 days. So when 4 days, it is a period or it is a specific time, they get confused. Nothing to get confused. 4 days, 2 years, 3 years, these are not specific period. You have to use for 4 days, for 2 months, for 2 weeks, like that. Okay. Then comes here at and in. See, at and in, first we will come to place. Place in the sense, place, like if it's a small place, we talk about at. It is a big place, we talk about in. Like I can tell you, I was born at Jatni, because Jatni is a small place. Small town or village, it will take at. I was born at Jatni. I can tell, Anurag was born in Bhubaneswar. Okay. So, Bhubaneswar, Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata, they are all cities. So, you have to use in. Whereas, towns, villages, we use at. One more thing you remember. Sometimes at is used in big places, cities also. That indicates exactly some place. Like, we arrived in Mumbai, is right, but we arrived at Mumbai airport. Because that time we mean that particular airport, particular place. So, that way it is. And in is in big place, and as far as time is concerned, you see, at and in, at is used as far as time is concerned. Suppose you take 24 hours. All the times in 24 hours, we have to use at. Sabuti at lagyo. At 7 o'clock, at 8 o'clock, at 9 o'clock, at 10 o'clock, at noon, at night, at midnight. Sabuti at lagila. But morning, in the morning, afternoon, in the afternoon, evening, in the evening. So, at and in, this is the difference. Came to know that all other timings it is at, kintu in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. They come go to in the morning, kintu in the afternoon, in the evening. Kahinki? I am article padiche je vowel thile ami di kohiba, consonant thile the kohiba. So, in the morning, kintu in the evening. Achha. Now, apart from that also, in has some other uses. Like, whenever you say month, year, decade, century. Month is amar masa, year is Borso. Then like decade is 10 years, 10 Borso. Then century, 100 Borso. Before all these we'll have to use in. And now we will see the next one. Next is in and into. See, in and into indicates in is static, into is motion. In the sense, someone is already in the room. You can say in. She is in the room, sleeping in the room, sitting in the room. Okay. But when someone is going, movement, you have to say into. Rushing into the room, walking into the room, running into the room, because it is in motion. Okay. So that is in and into. Let's see the next. Next is our in, on and by. In time and on time. See, in time and on time, see the difference. On time in the sense exactly on the dot. The plane landed on time in the sense exactly. The train departed on time. That means exactly the time which has been scheduled. But in time in the sense it was not late. In time in the sense I was in time for the interview. In the sense, suppose the interview is at 10 o'clock. I was in time for the interview. Means I was not late. Maybe 10 o'clock I reached or maybe 5-10 minutes early. But not late. I was not late. And that is in time and on time. And by indicates, something must reach by 10 o'clock, by sunset, by 6 o'clock. So that is what. That means not later than. Like a student is gone to school or college or somewhere. Mother says that, suppose the name of the student is Gungun, suppose. Mother says, Gungun, you must reach home by 6 o'clock. That means what? May come before 6 o'clock, but not later than 6 o'clock. Okay? Then next is our on, above and over. See, tinita jakar meaning hochi uppare. On, above and over. Difference kon. When it is kept on the table, suppose, it is on the table. Above means it is not touching the table. Over the table means it is in motion. Something flew over, like you say, the helicopter was hovering over our head because it is in motion. Above means static and on means it is touching. So these three are the uses.
टार्गेट लेट्स लर्न इंग्लिश कार्यक्रम को ब्रेक पर स्वागत. आपण गोटे जिनस लक्ष्य कले गोटिए वर्ब पाखरे पर्टिकुलर गोटिए प्रेपोजिशन ही व्यवहार करा जाय थाए. फॉर एग्जांपल कंप्लाई सहित यूज करा जाय प्रेपोजिशन विथ, अबाइड सहित प्रेपोजिशन बाय, फॉन्ट सहित प्रेपोजिशन ऑफ. किंतु एमिति भी किछि वर्ब्स अछि जहा सहित गोटे रु अधिक प्रेपोजिशंस व्यवहार करा जाय थाए. फॉर एग्जांपल एग्री. एग्री सहित केतेबेले यूज करा जाय प्रेपोजिशन विथ, तो केतेबेले प्रेपोजिशन टू, तो केतेबेले प्रेपोजिशन अपॉन. किंतु ए वर्ब सहित एते सब प्रेपोजिशंस काहे के व्यवहार करा जाय, चलंतु तार कारणटा बुझिनबा अली सर को ठारू.
And next part of our preposition is, rather it is somewhat more important for your competitive exams and all, and for everyday use also, that there are some words, they take more than one preposition. They take more than one preposition. It depends on what case it is. On different cases, it takes different prepositions. Those we will come to it. It is called, one word, more than one preposition, you can say. That the word agree. Agree, all of you know, every day you use the word agree. Agree, when it is a person, it will take with. Agree with a person. I agree with you on this point. He agreed with me because you, me, everything is a person. Okay? Next is to or thing. I agreed to his proposal. See, I agreed with him, but I agreed to his proposal. And when it is a policy that all of us unanimously agreed upon that policy, that new policy. That means agree takes 3 prepositions. If it is a person, you have to use with. And if it is proposal or any suggestions, you can use to. And any policy, you can say upon. Similarly, angry. Angry will take 2 prepositions. If it is a person, similarly, if it is a person, we say with. He was angry with me. If it is thing, it is at. Like you can say the teacher was angry with me, because me is a person here. The teacher was angry with Ram because Ram is a person. But the teacher was angry at his behavior. His behavior. So that way it is. And for some reason, the teacher was angry for his late coming, for his absence. Look at it. When angry, you are using the word angry. If it is a person, it is with. If it is a thing, it is at. And when it is some reason for being late, for his delay, okay, all these things we will take for. Next, we will come to next. Inquire. Inquire also takes, more than 2 prepositions at times. First is inquire into. Inquire into mane to investigate. See, inquire into and investigate, basing on these 2, many errors come. Many errors come, you might have faced. Like, inquire into the matter. The police are inquiring into the matter, but the police are investigating the matter. Inquiring into, but investigating the matter. If you say investigating into the matter, it is wrong. Inquiring the matter, it is wrong. Inquire into and investigate, nothing is required. Then comes of and about a thing. Like, I inquired about the late timing of train. I inquired about, or something, anything you can say. I inquired of the prices which are going up. And another is someone's health you want to know. It is inquire after. Okay, inquire after the health. Now comes, lean. Lean, lean. Lean, lean, jemti ami koche auji ki bosiba. That is lean. Lean against a wall. Lean against a wall. धरो मो साइकिल रो स्टैंड नहीं, मु साइकिल टाकू आउजे की रखिली, so I kept my cycle leaning against the wall. But when it is you are touching something and bending, it is leaning on a desk. The old man leaning, walking, he leaned on a stick. That means he is giving pressure on it. And another one is there, over. Leaning over a desk, in the sense, leaning over a chair or desk, in the sense you are not touching it. If you are touching, it is on. If you are not touching, it is over. Say, leaning against a wall, on a desk, over a chair, where you are not touching.
इंग्लिश कहवा बा लेखिबा को नहीं जदि मनरे कोनोसी प्रश्न आसुची आमको निश्चय पचारिबे। आमर ईमेल आईडी होची sankalptv@gmail.com। आमको चिठी लेखिबार ठिकाना संकल्प टीवी पोस्ट बैग 28 भुवनेश्वर 751001 टार्गेट लेट्स लर्न इंग्लिश कार्यक्रम आउ एक अध्याय आपन सहित देखा ठीक यही समय से पर्यंत विदाय दियंतु नमस्कार
Is like that. And similarly, under article we have the and next